Hello, this is Coach Lydia Knight, and we are ending eating disorders and freeing women from every cage. And freedom is having the peace of knowing that you made the right choice. So when we're in this struggle with food, we have these long cycles of big declarations and then finding out later that we had been leaning the ladder up the wrong wall. We've been climbing the wrong ladder. As in, all right, it's January. I have choices in front of me. Am I gonna do the intermittent fasting? Am I gonna do the paleo? Am I gonna do the cleanse? Am I gonna do the whatever it is? And then we make a choice and we go all in and we make it our whole identity and we put so much time and effort toward us in the back of our minds because we're intelligent people that are living the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, but we don't know what else to do, right? Because we're in this diet cycle and this yo-yoing up and down. So we go all in with pick your poison. We go all in, and it isn't until like a year later, it isn't until the end of December that year where we had lost 50 pounds, then we gained 70 pounds, and then we did another hurrah, and then we got those 30 pounds off, and then we gained 40 pounds, and now we are looking with horror at the beginning of this next year, seeing that a whole year went by, we're heavier than we've ever been before, and we're like, I made the wrong choice. Like, I failed. We blame ourselves, which is ridiculous in a lot of ways, but this is the cycle. We blame ourselves for, I made the wrong choice because this one didn't work. Well, I guess I've got to try something else. And one of our grads was celebrating. She's like, it's so lovely on the side of freedom to know that I made the right choice. Like, I chose to work with you guys. I am now free. I don't have issues with food anymore. I know I'm never gonna have to diet again. Like, that's just solid, and it has been for the first year, and it is 5 years later, and there's also just a knowing, even early on. Like, so Kathy, for instance, you might have seen her freedom story, but she struggled for 40 years with binge eating. And in 4 weeks of working with us, she was completely done and completely free. But not only in her behavior, but in that knowing of, oh, I can see that this is permanent. There wasn't that voice in the back of her mind of like, maybe I made the wrong choice, maybe this isn't okay. Like, because there isn't that white knuckling feeling. When you're on a diet, it's like, well, I'm white knuckling now. I'm hoping something magical is gonna happen when I lose my weight and I'll just feel differently about food. But if I look back at the history of my entire life, I know that I'm gonna white knuckle for a while and then I'm gonna start binging again and then I'm gonna gain all the weight back plus some. And so we have this in the back of our minds knowing like, this is a Band-Aid, this is a temporary fix, but it's just gonna get worse. And the nice thing about doing something permanent and real is even a few weeks in, you can feel like, oh, I made the right choice. Like, I'm free, I'm done, I get to enjoy this, this is permanent. So freedom is knowing you made the right choice. Like, you chose something real. You stopped doing the thing that in the back of your mind you knew wasn't gonna work. And you started doing the thing that is gonna give you permanent freedom. And there's such a peace in knowing that you made the right choice. So your next right choice is at lifewithlydia.com.